beneath the fading light. Windows glowing one by one into the night. I don't say much, just watching from above. Every street got a story, every shadow got a love. Concrete lines drawing patterns in my mind. Every second passing feels a little more defined. Used to chase a dream I couldn't even name. Now I see reflections dancing in the frame. Sky turning gold into a velvet blue. All the things I lost I finally grew into. Silence in the height feels louder than before. Every quiet moment opening a hidden door. No need to rush, I let the moment stay. Everything I needed found me on the way. Lights below me flicker like they understand. All the broken pieces falling into plan. From this height, I see it clear tonight. Every doubt dissolving in the city light. No more running from the person I became. Now I wear the calm instead of chasing fame. Every window shining like a different light. Every shadow softened by the edge of light. Standing still but everything has changed. Now I see the beauty in the in-between. Yeah. Late reflections in the glass beside my face. Different versions of me sharing the same space. I don't fight it, let it come and let it go. There's a rhythm in the things we never show. Every street light painting stories down below. Every stranger carrying no world I never know. I don't need to understand it all tonight. Just enough to feel the warmth inside the quiet. Time don't stop, but I don't feel the chase. There's a peace I never found in any place. Not in noise, not in everything I tried. But right here in this moment I can't hide. Breathing slow, letting everything align. Every doubt dissolving out of mind. This is more than something I can't hold. This is something deeper than this height. I see it all unwind. Every piece falling gently into time. No more questions pulling me apart. I found the answers sitting in my heart. Every light becomes a part of me. Every silence finally lets me breathe. Standing here above the city glow, I became the one I didn't know. Night fully dressed in quiet gold. Stories fading gently told. I don't move but I'm not the same. I let go and I remain.
Yeah. Everything moves, but I stay composed tonight. Every second passing with a different kind of drive. I don't follow patterns I don't need. I just move according to my speed. Every action coming from within. Not a place I'm trying to fit in. I don't speak unless it holds weight. I don't rush to validate. Every step already mine. Set in motion over time. No confusion in my pace. Everything is in its place. I define the way I move. Nothing here I need to prove. Every moment feels aligned. Nothing left to fall behind. Every shift I recognize. No illusion in disguise. I don't question where I stand. I just follow through the plan. There were times I couldn't see what this path would mean to me. Now it's written in the way I approach another day. Every choice becomes a line, drawing something more refined. I don't break, I don't divide, everything is unified. Different tempo in my chest, nothing more and nothing less. I don't need to speed it up, everything is clear enough. Every move intentional, nothing accidental, Lord. I don't doubt what I become, I just know where I'm from. Power isn't always loud. Sometimes it stands out from the crowd. Now I see it in full view. Everything I
A city quiet but it speaks tonight. Every shadow moving with the light. I don't need to say a word. Everything is already heard. Every step I take is clean, nothing lost in between. Different mindset in my lane, I don't carry any strain. Every moment feels precise, nothing more and nothing less. Yeah. I remember where I stood before everything was good. Now I see it in a frame, everything is not the same. I stay steady, I don't move, unless it's something I can prove. Every step is fully mine, everything is in its time. Confidence is calm and deep, something real that I can't keep. Now I move without a doubt, oh, everything is figured out, oh. Now I move without a doubt, oh, everything is figured out, oh. City fades but I remain, moving quiet through the frame. Everything aligns without a sound. Tonight, no resistance in the way I read the signs. I don't follow what I cannot trust, only move with what is just. Every step already clear, nothing left to interfere. Every thought begins to shape something I don't need to chase. I don't question where I stand, everything is in my hand. No confusion in my view, everything becomes a truth. I stay grounded in my lane, nothing here to rearrange. Every moment feels precise, measured without sacrifice. Every shift becomes a sign, nothing left to redefine. I don't search for something more, I've already reached the core. There were times I couldn't see what this path would mean to me. Now it's written in a way, I approach another day. Every move intentional, nothing accidental. I don't carry any doubt, everything is figured out. Different mindset in my frame, nothing ever feels the same. I don't hold on to the past, I just let it fade at last. Every breath a steady guide, something deeper from inside. I don't need to prove a thing, I just let the silence ring. Strength is quiet, never loud, standing firm without a crowd. Now I see it all align, everything is set in time. Nothing more for me to find, I've already crossed the line. Stillness stays and I remain, nothing lost and nothing gained. Engines low beneath the fading sky. City lights beginning to rise. Every turn feels like a quiet choice. I don't need to hear a louder voice. Something shifting in the way I move. Every line becomes a groove. No direction but I feel the way, something pulling me to stay. Rolling slow into the night, everything just feels right. No more pressure in my mind, I just leave it all behind. Different stories passing by, reflections in the glass don't lie. I don't question what I see, I just let it come to me. There's a peace inside the flow, more than anything I know. Through the dark I feel the light. Everything just feels alive.
fading light across the room, carrying a quiet tune. Every moment that I left behind still exists somewhere in time. I don't need to bring it back again. I just let it shape the man. There's a weight I used to hold, now it's something I outgrow. In the night I feel it fade, all the fears I used to name. I don't run, I don't escape, I just let it rearrange. Different paths I couldn't see, now they all connect to me. Every fall and every rise led me here without disguise. Healing isn't loud or fast, sometimes it's just letting passage. In the quiet I became everything without the name. Night dissolves into the light, I'm at peace with what's inside. Yeah. Everything was steady in this moment now. No distractions pulling me around, yeah. I don't follow what I can't define, I just trust the pace I make mine. Every movement carries weight, nothing left to complicate. I don't speak to feel the air, only when it's truly there. Every thought already shaped, nothing left to rearrange. No confusion in my frame, everything remains the same. I stay grounded where I stand, nothing slipping through my hands. Every step already said, nothing left to second guess. Every moment feels precise, measure without sacrifice. I don't rush, you understand, yeah. I just move according to plan, yeah. There were times I couldn't see what this path would mean to me. Now it's written in the way I approach another day. Every action has a place, nothing moves without a trace. I don't question what is real, I just trust the way I feel. Different mindset in my lane, I don't carry any strain. Everything is clean, nothing hidden in between. Every breath is measured out, I don't carry any doubt. I don't need to prove a thing, I just let the silence ring. Strength is quiet, never loud, standing firm without a crowd. Now I see it all aligned, everything is set in time. Nothing more for me to find, I've already crossed the line. Stillness stays and I remain, nothing lost and nothing gained. From this height, the world feels quieted and one, settling gently inside. I remember standing lost in the noise, every direction pulling different choices. Now I see it clearer than before, nothing feels uncertain anymore. The horizon softens everything I knew, turning scattered thoughts into a better view. I don't force a meaning to appear, it arrives when everything is clear. No more rushing through the unknown. I let the present guide its own. I see further than I used to before. Every doubt doesn't echo anymore. I don't chase what slips away, I just let it find its place. Every second shaping something real, not in words but in what I feel. I don't need to question why everything aligns in time. There were nights I tried to outrun fear, hoping clarity would just appear. Now I understand the slower pace was the path I had to face. Every step I couldn't recognize, build the ground beneath my eyes. I don't carry what I can't sustain, I release it without strain. Different stories passing out of frame, none of them are quite the same. I don't hold them in my mind, there's a freedom I can finally find. Every breath a steady sign, nothing left to redefine. I don't wonder where it leads, there's a trust inside of me. What I searched for wasn't far away, it was hidden in the choice to stay. Now I see it in a different way, nothing ever truly went astray. Every step was part of me, leading where I need to be. I don't look for something more, I've arrived without a door. Everything is finally clear, exactly as it should appear. Stillness feels like something true, something I can hold on to. Everything softens into something I can feel tonight. No more tension in the way I see the time. I was holding on to what would pass, trying to make the moment last. Now I let it come and go, there's a piece I didn't know. Every thought begins to slow, taking time to truly show. I don't force it into place, I just let it find its space. Nothing left for me to chase, everything becomes a place. In between what comes and goes, there's a feeling that I know. I don't need to hold it tight, I just let it feel right. Every second feels complete, standing steady on my feet. Nothing missing in the frame, even when it's not the same. Nothing missing in the frame. Different paths I couldn't see, now they all return to me. I don't question what it means, there's a calm between the scenes. Every step a quiet sign, nothing left to redefine. I don't carry what has been, I just let it settle in. All the noise fades in the air, nothing heavy lingers there. I don't reach for something more, I've already reached the shore. Every breath becomes a guide, something deeper from inside. I don't need to understand, everything is in my hands. There's a shift within the flow, more than anything I know. Now I see it clearly formed, something steady, something warm. Everything has found its place, nothing left I need to change. Calm remains without a sound, something true is finally found. Ooh.
Engines hum beneath the city glow, lights reflecting on the roads below. Windows down, I let the silence speak. Every answer wasn't what I'd see, but it found me in a quieter way, somewhere in the middle of the gray. No direction, still I feel control. Every mile bringing back my soul. Rolling through the night, I feel awake. Every turn another choice I make. I don't rush, I don't hesitate. I just move at my own pace. Shadows dancing on the passing lines, different stories crossing through my mind. I don't hold them, let them fade away. There's a peace, I never felt that way. Hey, speed don't matter when you feel the flow. It's the moment that you're gonna know. Through the night I redefine every piece I left behind. Everything slows into a steady line tonight, yeah. No more noise to interrupt the quiet mind, yeah. I was searching for a different page, yeah. Trying to escape the same old place. Now I let it come to me, yeah. There's no need to disagree, yeah. Every step becomes a guide, something deeper from inside. I don't push against the flow, I just move and let it go. No resistance in my way, everything begins to stay. In this moment I remain, nothing lost and nothing gained. Every second feels complete, standing firm on both my feet. Every breath a quiet sign, nothing left to redefine. I don't chase what disappears, I just face it without fear, yeah. I just face it without fear, yeah. Different paths I couldn't trace, now they form a single space, yeah. I don't question where they lead, yeah. There's a trust in what I need, yeah. Every choice becomes a line, drawing something more refined. I don't hold on to the past, I just let it fade and last. All the noise I used to hear doesn't reach me standing here. I don't carry it alone, there's a place where I belong. Every moment settles in, nothing lost beneath my skin. I don't need to understand, everything is in my hands. There's a calm I couldn't find, now it lives within my mind. Now I see it in full view, everything has come into, nothing more for me to chase. I run line from my place, I've already found my place, I've already found my place. Oh, silence holds me in its frame, everything remains the same. Golden sky fading into city light, everything is glowing soft tonight. I don't chase what fades away, I just let it slowly stay.
Every moment has a place, every thought a different space. Time is moving but I'm calm, nothing pulling me along. Every breath feels more aligned, every step is more defined. City shining from below, carrying a steady flow. I don't need to hold it tight, I just let it feel right. Golden hour in my sight, turning slowly into night. Everything is in between, all the things I've never seen. There's a rhythm and release, something deeper than the peace. Now I stand without a doubt, everything is figured out. Light fades out, but I remain. Nothing lost and nothing gained. Light fades out, but I remain. Nothing lost and nothing gained. Golden sky fading in a city light. Everything is glowing soft tonight. Headlights cutting through an empty lane, city fading slowly in the rain. Radio low, but it says enough. Everything I feel is more than words. Hands steady as the road unfolds, nothing left for me to hold. Just a moment stretching out in time, somewhere between lost and fine. I don't need to speed it up, I just let it run. Let the road decide for me. I don't need to see where it leads or where it ends. I just let it be. Used to carry things I couldn't drop, now I let them fall and let them stop. Every mile takes a little weight off the things I couldn't face. Silence fills the space I care, where I used to overstep. Now it feels like I can finally breathe, like I'm learning how to leave. No destination in my mind, still I'm not behind. There's a meaning in the ride that I couldn't find. Sometimes distance clears it all, even when you fall. Let the road decide for me. I don't need to see where it leads or where it ends. I just let it be. Still I drive into the dark, following the spark. Everything is clear when I look ahead tonight. No distractions in the way I read the line. I don't follow what I can't define, I just move according to design. Every action measured in its place, nothing wasted in the pace. Every step already mapped, nothing lost, nothing trapped. Yeah, I don't question what I do, everything connects, it's true. No confusion in my way, everything is set today. I move forward, never stop, every move is built on trust. Nothing here I need to prove, I just show it in the move. Every second stage precise, no delay, no
mindset in my lane. I don't carry any strain. Every motion feels exact, nothing drifting off track. Every choice becomes a line, drawing something more refined. I don't hold on to the past, I just let it pass. Hey, everything I needed grew into things I didn't choose. Now I see it all align, every step is by design. I don't doubt what I became, nothing left to rearrange. Every move already mine, built across the time. Yeah, control is quiet, never loud, standing firm without a crowd. Yeah. Now I see it all complete. Every piece falls into me. Nothing left to redefine. Everything aligns. Still I move without a break. Every step is mine to take.
City light, every day but burning down. City lights, flashing faster in my sight tonight. Yeah. Every second moving with a different kind of life. I don't follow what they try to say, I just move in my own way. Every rhythm hitting through my chest. I don't slow, I don't second guess. There's a pulse inside the way I go, something only I would know. I don't need to prove it out loud, I just stand above the crowd. Everything is moving but I stay in line. Every second falling into time. Through the neon I define my pace. Every step I take I own my space. I don't run, I don't hesitate, I just move and elevate. Every light reflecting in my eyes, every moment cutting through disguise. I don't need another sign, everything is already mine. Different energy inside the lane. I don't carry what I can't sustain. Every move intentional and clean, nothing ever in between. City talking but I don't reply. I don't need to justify. Every action says enough, even when the road gets tough. I remember when I couldn't see what this feeling meant to me. Now I let it guide the way through the night into the day. No more doubt inside my frame, everything is not the same. I don't question where I stand, I just follow through the plan. Speed is nothing without control. There's a balance in the soul. Yeah. Now I see it in the light. Everything is set tonight. Every move already clear, I don't carry any fear. City running, I remain moving steady through the fray. The horizon stretches farther than before tonight. Every moment settling into something right. I remember feeling pulled in every way, different thoughts refusing me to stay. Now I stand without the need to run. Everything connects into one. The distance shows me what I couldn't see. All the weight dissolving quietly. I don't try to shape it anymore. It becomes what it was meant for. I relieve what I can't control. There's a rhythm in the whole. From this place I understand the view. Every piece is forming something true. I don't chase what fades away, I just let it find its way. Every second holds a deeper sense, not in words but in the evidence. I don't need to redefine. Everything aligns in time. There were days I couldn't see ahead, every thought repeating what I said. Now I move without that weight, I don't try to calculate. Every step becomes a line, drawing something more refined. I don't carry what has passed, I just let it fade at last. Different paths I couldn't trace, now they form a single space. I don't question where they go, there's a calm I've come to know. Every breath becomes a sign, nothing left to redefine. I don't search for something more, I've already reached the shore. What I needed wasn't far, it was hidden where now I see it in a clearer frame. Nothing ever needed blame, every step has led me here. Everything is finally clear, stillness settles in my mind, leaving everything aligned. Stillness settles in my mind. Yeah, 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 yeah. Neon lights flicker in my line of sight. Everything moves, but it feels just right. Music hits deeper than it did before, like I'm hearing something I can't ignore. Crowded streets, but I don't feel alone. There's a rhythm that I've grown to know. Every step sinking with the sound, like I'm floating off the ground. Let it pull me in, where it all begins. Feel the rhythm in my veins. Think I had to stay contained, now I let it move without a chain. Every second is a different tone, like I'm finally in my zone. Don't slow down, don't rewind, leave it all behind. Feel the rhythm in my veins, running through me like a wave. Everything moves at a higher frequency tonight. Everything moves at a higher frequency tonight. Every second sharper in the way it feels. I don't hesitate, I let it flow. Every move already know. Nothing random in my pace. Everything is set in place. Every action has intent. Nothing wasted, nothing spent. I don't question what I do. Everything connects, that's true. No confusion in my life. Everything aligns in time. Higher level how I move. Nothing here I need to prove. Every step a different lane. Nothing ever feels the same. Every second is precise. Measure without sacrifice. I don't rush to understand. I just move according to plan. Used to wonder where I stand. Now I know it in advance. Every motion feels refined. Nothing left behind. Every shift becomes a guide. Nothing hidden deep inside. I don't carry any doubt. Everything is figured out. Different rhythm in my chest. Nothing more and nothing less. I don't need to speed it up. Everything is clear enough. Every breath a steady sign. Everything is by design. I don't question what I've done. I just know I've already won. Power isn't loud or fast. It's the way you make it last. Now I see it in full view. Everything I build is true. Every step already mine. Nothing left to redefine. Everything continues on. Still I stand where I belong. Lights flickering a faster pace. City running but I hold my space. Energy rising through the street. Every moment landing on the beat. I don't rush but I don't stay. Moving in a different way. Every signal telling me to go, but I'm steady in the flow. Neon lights inside my eyes. Every step redefines. I don't stop, I don't break. I just move, I create. Different rhythm in my chest. Every second feels the best. I don't need to slow it down. I just move without a sound. There's a power in control. Not in speed but in the soul. For the light I stay aligned. Everything just falls in time. Instead of racing, I remain moving steady through the frame. Moving through the rhythm like it's second nature. Every step I take is something I don't measure. No pressure sitting heavy on my chest. I just let it flow and let it do the rest. People pass but I don't lose my pace. There's a quiet kind of freedom in the space. No comparison in the way I move. I just follow what I choose. Let it breathe, let it ride. Nothing pulling from inside. I move with the flow, never out of line. Every second is right on time. No hesitation in my way. I just play. Used to question every single turn I made. Now I let it settle, let it slowly fade. Every moment finds a better place when I don't
try to chase. Same streets, but a different state of mind. There's a clarity I never used to find. Now it comes without a second thought. Everything I sought. Oh, no direction carved into the stone. Still I never feel like I'm alone. There's a rhythm underneath it all. I just let it call. Sometimes this is all you need. Let it be, let it breathe, let it breathe. I move with the flow, never out of line. Every second it's right on time. No hesitation in my way. I move with the flow, never out of line. Every second it's right on time. No hesitation in my way. I just play. Still I move, still I ride. Nothing breaking stride, nothing breaking stride. Still I move, still I ride. Nothing breaking stride.
I was walking through a crowded street, not feeling anything at all. Every face just passed me by like shadows on the wall. There was noise, but none of it was reaching where I stood. Like I forgot the way a simple moment should. I kept moving like I had somewhere I had to be, but nothing really waited there in front of me. Every second felt the same as one before, like I was locked outside a closed and quiet door. Then something shifted in the way I heard the sound, like the weight I carried slowly hit the ground. Not all at once, but piece by piece it changed. Even silence didn't feel so strange. I didn't force it, didn't try. Just let the moment pass me by. And now I feel the rhythm in the air again, like I finally know where I've been. Every step connects instead of breaks apart. Something steady beating in my heart. I don't need to rush or understand. I just let it move me where I stand. There's a meaning in the way it flows, even if nobody else knows. Used to hold on to the things I couldn't keep, losing sleep over thoughts that ran too deep. Every question never seemed to find an end, just another corner I would have to pen. Now I let it rest without a fight. Even darkness has a different kind of light. I don't need to name what I don't see, it's enough to let it be. Every step I take feels more like mine, not a race against the line. There's a calm I never had before. I don't chase it anymore. Maybe I was trying way too hard to feel, looking for something that was never real. Now it finds me when I'm standing still, not through force, but through will. There's a quiet in the way the world can breathe, when you stop pulling at the things you need. I don't measure where I'm going now, I just follow what I allow. Every moment builds without a sound, nothing lost and nothing forced or found. It just settles in the way I move, like I've got nothing left to prove. I don't need to hold it tight, I just let it pass me right now. I feel the rhythm in the air again, like I finally know where I've been. Every step connects
Still I walk but something changed inside. I don't need a place to hide. Glass reflection stretching far beyond my sight tonight. Everything feels distant, but it settles just right. Yeah. I don't move the way I did before. Every step is heavier and meaning nothing more. Used to fill the silence with a sound. Now I let the quiet spin around. There's a texture in the air I couldn't feel. Now it shapes the way I understand what's real. Every second drifting into place, like it always knew the pace. I don't reach for what escapes. I just let it gravitate. Velvet moments in a way I see everything unfolding naturally. I don't chase a distant frame, I just settle in the name. Every line becomes a part of me, not in words but in the clarity. I don't need to redefine, everything aligns in time. There were nights I tried to outrun doubt. Every thought was something to figure out. Now I let it rest without a fight. Everything dissolves in sight. Every layer peeling back with ease. I don't question what it means. There's a calm beneath the way, something I appreciate. Different versions of myself appear. None of them I hold too near. I don't carry what is past, I just let it fade and last. Every breath a deeper tone, something I can call my own. I don't need to reach beyond, everything is already drawn. There's a shift that can't be forced, only felt without a source. Now I see it in a broader frame. Nothing ever needed blame. Every step has led me here, everything is finally clear. Stillness speaks without a sound. Something true is finally found. Everything got everything got everything rhythm now. No resistance in the way I'm moving through. Yeah. I don't speak unless it goes away. Every move I make is deliberate. No distraction pulling me aside. I just let the moment go inside. There's a balance in the way I flow, something only I would know. Every second measured clean, nothing lost in between. I don't rush, I don't delay. Everything falls into place. Silk in motion, how I move. Nothing here I need to prove. Every step a different line. Everything becomes refined. No reflection out of place. I just move within the space. I don't question what I find. Everything aligns in time. Yeah. Used to wonder if I had control. Now I understand the role. It was never in the speed, it was knowing what I need. Every shift becomes a guide. Nothing hidden deep inside. I don't carry extra weight, I just let it dissipate. There's a rhythm and restraint, something I won't try to paint. It exists without a sound, somewhere never meant to be found. Every move a quiet choice, not in noise but in
time. Now I see it in full form, something steady, something warm. Every step already mine, nothing left to redefine. Everything continues on, still I stand where I belong. Everything aligns in time. Everything aligns in time. City moving, but I'm standing still. Different kind of focus, different look. Yeah. I don't chase it, I attract the pace. Everything just falls into its place. No more rushing just to feel ahead. Now I'm moving what I never said. There's a balance in the way I go. Not too fast, not too slow. I don't need to prove a thing, I just let the moment ring. Every step already mine, I don't chase, I align. Every step already mine, I don't chase, I align. Yeah, different energy inside my lane. I don't carry what I can't sustain. Let it go and let it redefine everything I thought was mine. Confidence is quiet, never loud. Confidence is doesn't need to draw a crowd. Now I see it in my way. I don't drift, I don't sway. City fades but I reign. 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 City fades but I remain. Moving steady through the frame. City quiet, but I feel the pulse. Everything moves with a hidden force. I don't speak unless it's real. I don't chase what I can't feel. Every move already mine. I don't rush against the time. There's a balance in my step. Nothing more and nothing less. I stay steady in my lane. Never forcing, never strain. Everything just comes in line when I trust the inner side. Different energy inside. I don't need a place to hide. Every moment feels complete. Standing firm on both my feet. Confidence is calm and deep. Ooh, something that I always keep. Now I move without a doubt. Everything is figured out. City fades but I remain. Moving quiet through the frame. Yeah. Everything moves, but I don't lose my pace tonight.
Every second measured in a different light, yeah. I don't follow what I can't define, yeah. I just move according to design, yeah. Every action plays with care, nothing random in the air. I don't speak unless it's real, only move with what I feel. Every step already said, yeah. Nothing left to second guess, yeah. No confusion in my lane, nothing lost and nothing gained, yeah. I define the way I move, nothing here I need to prove. Every moment falls in place, I don't rush, I set the pace. Every shift I recognize, nothing hidden in disguise. I don't question where I stand, everything is in my plan. Different energy inside, I don't need a place to hide, yeah. Every motion feels aligned, nothing left behind. Every choice becomes a line, drawing something more refined. I don't carry extra weight, I just let it dissipate. All the pressure fades away, I don't let it make me sway. Every breath a steady sign, everything is by design. I don't doubt what I became, nothing left to rearrange. Every move is fully mine, set in motion over time. Control is more than speed, it's knowing what you need. Now I see it in full view, everything I build is true. Every step already mine, nothing left to redefine. Everything continues on, still I stand where I belong. Lights flickering a faster pace, city running but I hold my space. Energy rising through the street, every moment landing on the beat. I don't rush but I don't stay, moving in a different way. Every signal telling me to go, but I'm steady in the flow. Neon lights inside my eyes, every step redefines. I don't stop, I don't break, I just move, I create. Different rhythm in my chest, every second feels the best. I don't need to slow it down, I just move without a sound. There's a power in control, not in speed but in the soul. For the light, I stay aligned, everything just falls in time. Instead of racing, I remain, moving steady through the frame. Everything slows into a steady frame tonight. No distractions pulling at my state of mind. I was searching for a different pace, trying to escape a certain place. Now I let it come to me, there's no need to disagree. Every step becomes a guide, something deeper from inside. I don't push against the flow, I just move and let it go. No resistance in my way, everything begins to stay. In this moment I remain, nothing lost and nothing gained. Every second feels complete, standing firm on both my feet. Every breath a quiet sign, nothing left to redefine. I don't chase what disappears, I just face it without fear. Different paths I couldn't trace, now they form a single space. I don't question where they lead, there's a trust in what I need. Every choice becomes a line, drawing something more refined. I don't hold on to the past, I just let it fade. It nothing more for me to chase. I've already found my place. Silence holds me in its frame. Everything remains the same. Ooh, everything remains the same. Glass walls reflecting city gold. Stories in the night unfold. Everything I chased is standing still. Wasn't in the noise but in the will. All the pressure slowly fades away in the quiet where I choose to stay. No applause, still I feel complete. Found the rhythm underneath. High above I see it clear. Nothing left for me to fear. Every step brought me here. Now the silence feels sincere. Time was something I would try to fight. Now I let it move me through the night. Every moment carries what I need, not in speed, but in the way I breathe. There's a beauty in the calm control, something deeper than the goal. Standing still, I finally know I became what I outgrew. City glowing far below, I don't chase it anymore. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, oh, oh, oh. Da, 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 da. Steady rhythm in my step, nothing out of line. Every motion fits the frame built across the time. Ooh, used to drift without a place to stand. Now direction sits inside my hands. Every move connects without a break. No confusion in the path I take. Pressure comes but never shifts the core. Build a structure stronger than before. Every moment carries something real. Not in words, but how it feels. No distraction in the way. Everything just flows in place. I ride a groove, I keep it smooth. Every step reveals the truth. No delay, no need to chase. I define the pace. Every second falls in sync. No need to stop and think. All the lines connect in time. Everything aligned. Different phases shape the way I move. Every loss turned into something new. No regret in what I left behind. All it did was sharpen up my mind. Every shift becomes a steady gain. Nothing built without a little strain. Now the balance stays within my reach.
than set. No unfinished silhouette. Every move reflects the way I think it. No hesitation at the brink. I don't search for something more. I've already reached the core. Flow is something you can't fake. It's built in every move you make. Now the rhythm feels complete. Every step lands on the beat. No confusion in the line. Everything in the line. Still I move, still I got with the rhythm as my guide. Still I move, still I glide with the rhythm as my guide. Da 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 do 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 da 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 da. Running through the moment, never looking back. Every step I take keeps me on track. No way holding down my pace. Just a feeling I can't replace. When it's different, when you're free, like it's pulling something out of me. Every breath feels brand new, like I got a better view. Let it go, let it run. This is just begun. Everything I used to fear doesn't even live here. No return, no regret. This is all I get. I don't wanna slow it down. Feet don't even touch the ground. Every second feels alive in this ride. Golden light across the skyline view. Everything feels slower, something new. I was caught inside a moving frame. Now I let it flow without a name. Every second drifting like a sound. Something lost is finally found. No resistance, I just let it be. There's a rhythm coming back to me. I move easy through the fading light. Nothing heavy in my mind tonight. Every step just falls into the groove. I don't push, I let it move. City breathing in a softer way. All the noise just slowly fades to gray. I don't chase what I don't understand, and I just hold it in my hand. There's a balance in the way I feel. Something quiet but it's real. Through the glow I find my place. Nothing left, I need to chase it. moves into the night. I just follow what feels right. Light spills slowly through the glass tonight. City waking up in fading sunlight. Lines of gold across the avenue. Everything feels quiet, something new. I was running circles in my head. Now I'm letting silence move instead. Every second stretching into calm. Nothing left that I need to outrun. From above it all feels alive. Every shadow falling into light. I don't chase what I can't define. I just let it pass me by. Voices distant like a fading wave. Moments I was trying hard to save. Now I let them drift into the night, turning every weight into a lie. There's a rhythm in the letting go, more than anything I used to know. From this place I finally see everything was leading me to me. City glowing, soft and slow. I became what I didn't know. Everything moves, but I stay composed tonight. Every second passing with a different kind of drive. I don't follow patterns, I don't need it. I just move according to my speed. Every action coming from within, not a place I'm trying to fit in. I don't speak unless it holds weight. I don't rush to validate. Every step already mine, set in motion over time. No confusion in my pace. Everything is in its place. I define the way I move. Nothing here I need to prove. Every moment feels alive. Nothing left to fall behind. Every shift I recognize. No illusion in disguise. I don't question where I stand. I just follow through the plan. There were times I couldn't see what this path would mean to me. Now it's written in the way I approach another day. Every choice becomes a line, drawing something more refined. I don't break, I don't divide. Everything is unified. Different tempo in my chest. Nothing more and nothing less. I don't need to speed it up. Everything is clear enough. Every move intentional. Nothing accidental. I don't doubt what I become. I just know where I'm from. Power isn't always loud. Sometimes it stands out from the crowd. Now I see it in full view. Everything I needed grew. Every step already true. Nothing left for me to prove. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Mm-hmm.
skyline opens slowly in my view tonight. Every window catching pieces of the fading light. I remember days I couldn't see the way. Every thought was pulling me in different shades. Now the city moving like it understands. Every quiet moment slipping through my hands. The horizon painting colors in the calm. I don't feel the need to hold on to the storm. Everything I needed wasn't far away. It was in the silence I would never stay. Now I let it breathe, I let it fall in place. Every second moving at a softer pace. From this height, I see it differently. Every doubt dissolving out of me. I don't run, I don't need to hide. I just stand and watch the world align. Every light below me tells the truth. Every shadow fading in a groove. I don't need to understand it all. I just listen when the moment calls. There were nights I couldn't feel it all. Every step was like a quiet fall. Now I see the pattern in the noise. Every silence carries better choices. Time was something I would try to chase. Now I let it move without a race. Everything I thought I had to be fell apart and set me free. Different faces in the passing glow. Different paths I never fully know. But I don't need to hold them in my mind. There's a piece I'm learning how to find. Every breath a little more defined. Every step no longer left behind. I don't question where it all will go. I just trust the flow I didn't know. There's a shift I couldn't see before. Something deeper opening a door. Not in speed, not in what I prove, but in how I let myself just move. From this height, I finally understand. Nothing ever needed in my hands. Every moment shaping who I am in a way I never could have planned. Every light becoming part of me. Every silence finally lets me breathe. Standing still, but everything has changed. Now I'm steady in a different frame. Night arise, but I don't feel alone. Something in the quiet feels like home. Ooh. Sunlight falling on the edge of the day. Everything feels softer in a different way. Shadows stretch across the ground I walk, like they're telling me to slow my thoughts. Nothing heavy sitting on my chest, just a quiet kind of feeling at its best. Even time feels like it's moving light. In this moment everything feels right. No need to run, just stay, let it fade this way. Golden light, I feel it on my skin, like a calm I never let me in. Every step feels new again, like I'm breathing in. To chase a version I outgrew. Now I see it clearer in this view. Little things I never used to see, now they mean a lot more to me. Maybe this is all I need, just a moment to be free. Da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-do, do-do, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Running through the moment, never looking back. Every step I take keeps me on track. No way holding down my pace, just a feeling I can't replace. When it's different, when you're free, like it's pulling something out of me. Every breath feels brand new, like I got a better view. Let it go, let it run. This is just begun. Everything I used to fear doesn't even live here. No return, no regret. This is all I get. I don't wanna slow it down. Feet don't even touch the ground. Every second feels alive in this ride. Sun goes down, but it leaves a trace. Golden lines across my space. Everything I thought I knew feels a little less than true. Now I see it in a different light, something clearer in my sight. I don't fight what I can't change, I just let it rearrange. Golden hour in my mind, every piece just realigns. I don't rush, I don't delay, I just let it find its way. City glowing softer now, I don't question when or how. Everything just feels enough, even when it's feeling tough. There's a rhythm in release, something deeper than the peace. Through the light I understand, everything was always planned. Sun is gone, but I remain different now, but still the same. The night unfolds beneath the skyline view, every light revealing something new. I was searching for a clearer sign, something more than what I find. Now I see it in a different way, in the silence where I stay. Every moment shaped the way I move, every loss became a truth. I don't hold it, I let go. There's a strength I didn't know. City breathing far below, carrying a steady glow. I don't need to understand, everything is in my hands. From
hide, I feel it shift. Every moment is a gift. I don't question, I align. Everything is by design. There's a peace inside the flow, more than anything I know. Standing still, I finally see everything belongs to me. Night surrounds, but I am clear. Nothing left to interfere. Skyline glowing while I'm walking through the night. Reflection moving in the corner of my sight. Every step echoes softer than before, like I've been here, but I don't feel it anymore. Conversations fading into distant noise. Broken pieces of the past I can't avoid. Still I keep my balance in between the lines, letting go of what I couldn't redefine. No need to rush this moment. Let it stay how it is. City lights falling into place. I don't need to chase. Every step feels right this time. Everything aligns. City lights falling into place. I don't need to chase. Every step feels right this time. Everything aligned. Used to hold on to things I couldn't keep. Now I let them fade into a different scene. Every memory feels lighter in my hands, like it finally starts to understand. Walking slow, it doesn't mean I fall behind. There's a rhythm I was missing all this time. Now it moves without me forcing anything, like it always knew where to begin. Nothing loud, but it still feels real. Something quiet that I couldn't feel. Now it settles in the way I breathe, like it's finally part of me. Maybe I was running too far. Now I'm right where city lights falling into place. I don't need to chase. Every step feels right this time. Everything aligns. City lights falling into place. I don't need to chase. Every step feels right this time. Everything aligned. Still the skyline moves ahead, but I stay instead. No noise, just the line I follow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Simple moves, nothing extra. Clear steps, no pressure. Every action has a place. Nothing left to erase. No distraction in the way. Focused on the present day. Every breath controlled and calm. Built from form. I stay clean in every move. Nothing here I need to prove. Every step stays in line. Nothing left behind. Used to overthink the route. Now I move without a doubt. Everything falls in place at a steady pace. Still I move, still I stand. Everything is in my hand. The afterglow lingers longer than I thought tonight. Every trace of warmth still resting in the air. I don't try to hold the fading tone, I just let it settle on its own. Every moment carries what it needs without force or guarantees. There's a softness in the way it stays, something I don't try to chase. Every second feels complete, standing steady on my feet. No resistance in the flow. Everything begins to show. In the afterglow I stand, nothing slipping through my hands. Every line becomes a part of a slowly changing heart. Every breath a quiet sign, nothing left to redefine. I don't question where it goes, I just follow what I know. Different paths I couldn't trace, now they form a single space. I don't question what it means. There's a calm between the scenes. Every shift becomes a guide, something deeper from inside. I don't carry what is past, I just let it fade at last. All the noise I used to hear doesn't reach me standing here. I don't hold on to the past, nothing built to truly last. Every breath becomes a tone, something I can call my own. I don't need to understand, everything is in my hand. Change is something softly made, not in noise but in the shade. Now I see it clearly form, something steady, something warm. Every step has led me here, everything is finally clear. Afterglow begins.